about with your mission is, and you get these young people involved that are 8 and 9, what are they going to go on to do in this world? Because a parent took them and allowed them to be a part of something like this, and they filled that page of service in their heart. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, and it really that entire day that we saw this taking place, I've got really big aspirations for next year to make this more of almost a whole week event. I dream kind of big, and when I get focused on stuff, sometimes I have to kind of take it back and be like, okay, Aleah, you're just one person. But I truly 100% want to indulge myself in the day of the anniversary of the group and make it more of a missions-focused group someday. If I had all of the funds and resources and networking, I would turn this group into a nonprofit now because of my passions and history of community service and just what the group could do for the world. But then I'm reminded again that the Lord is doing exactly what he needs to do with the group right now, and that's just really inspiring people to be kinder, to show the world what love and acceptance and grace and everything can do to a person.
That's right. We'll talk a little bit about your community service background and how your faith and passions have inspired your daily life.
Sure. Ever since I can remember, and my biggest memories really date back to junior high school. And I went to Jimtown schools there in Elkhart, Indiana. I have not lived in South Bend except for as long as I've known my husband. But one of the biggest persons in my life who stood out to inspire me was my very most favorite teacher from junior high school, Sandy Farrell. And she brought the concept of community service into my life and realizing that we are really on this world to be a bigger part of something more than ourselves. And that was for the Relay for Life event, American Cancer Society Relay for Life. Yes. So starting in 6th grade, I was a part of the Relay for Life all the way through high school and even all the way into college, where I was a team captain for about 6 of those years. Through that event, it's how I really knew deep down that I wanted to be a nurse. But the hospice side of things came when my own family developed cancers, and my grandfather had hospice care at home. But ever since I can remember, I just always was striving to do more and to be a part of more, and not just go through life and get my degree. And I'm always reminded that I want to do more than just simply exist. So during college, everything really honed the skills and the impact of what I knew that we needed to do in this world. And I was a part of our Student Nurses Association. We would do blood drives for the South Bend Medical Foundation. We were always coming up with what type of events, even little things, could we do for people in the community. One of the biggest events I got to be a part of was through Student Government Association at IU South Bend with the Student Nurses Association. And in 2008, we had a 24-hour dance marathon that I was pretty much the lead chairperson involved with, where all the proceeds went to the Center for the Homeless in South Bend. And we had hundreds of people participate, where you were up 24 hours awake dancing all night long with people pledging you. Regis Fieldman came. He has a very deep connection with the Center for the Homeless. I got to meet him. It was a huge event. Now, sadly, it did not continue on at IU South Bend, but to know that we had raised $20,000 for them. Right. It was incredible.
And they
have, and they were our very first, we'll get to that later, but they were our very first nonprofit that I came up with that I wanted to help and honor through our group. But all throughout college, and to just really completely focus on the mission here has truly been my faith, and how my faith has been able to be a part of my daily life, because as you and I both know, really a lot of this stuff is impacted by your faith and how you want to feel like you're always doing something bigger than yourself, and listening to that still small voice inside that is God saying, hey, I'm here with you. this is really bringing light to me and who I am through you. And that's what I always try to strive daily, is how can I make an impact knowing that it's a reflection of him.
That's right. And those are when you ask a better question, you get a better answer. So that's great. Mm-hmm. So tell me a little bit about, explain the background of how the shirts and the merchandise came to be a reality.
Sure. So as we were continuing the first few months of the group, my sister and I were really trying to figure out how we wanted to make this something more than just, oh, hey, here's this group on Facebook. So in September, I had posted a note on the group where when you write anything, it gets blasted to all of the members through the news feed, if you're familiar with that on Facebook.
Yes.
And I had asked, hey, does anyone in the community know anyone who may want to network with us to have the shirt design that I really wanted to create? And a little bit of a background here. My uncle's partner, he is a teacher in South Bend Community Schools, and he helped me kind of create the logo design initially for Do the Loving Thing. We didn't really know what we wanted to look like. So between that post, I had a member right away tag the most wonderful person. To this day, we are dear friends, and I know she'll be listening to this when it goes live with this, but Nicole from Be the Good Apparel.
Yes.
She commented, and it was a God thing from the get-go. I had never been so excited in my life. We connected, I think, that same week. She called me. We spoke on the phone for an hour, like I'd known her my entire life. And she, at the same time herself, was searching for something in her life to be a part of, to bring positive kindness, love, all of that to her business in the world. And so to this day, Nicole from Be the Good Apparel is our shirt person. She does all the shirts by hand. She helped create the logo and make the whole design come to life.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, if it wasn't because of her, I do not think our group would be where it is today, because the shirts are definitely a mission statement to get people to ask, what is that? And they stand out. And it's everything that I know that my family wanted to reflect my uncle's life. And I am just so excited that, we've had the shirts now since October. We try to do a different color every time that we select a nonprofit. But if it wasn't for Nicole, and first of all, I gained an amazing friendship. So how amazing.
Yeah,
really. I thank God every day that she has been a part of this.
And isn't it funny how God just kind of drops those people into your life? And then you feel like you've known them forever. Like it's not just, it's not a one-time thing. So share with our listeners, how does somebody become a member of Do the Loving Thing?
So right now, everything has been focused primarily on Facebook. So if somebody was to log on and go on to their app or from their computer anywhere, all you have to do is type in Do the Loving Thing. And the very first thing that comes up is the group, and it will say request to join the group. And I have it that way because I really try to police the site for any spam or anything of any weird kind of requests. But as that is selected, it goes straight to me, and I approve the person to be into the group. And once you're in, you're in. You can also be invited from your other friends who are already in the group. A lot of people have joined. Now, what is so neat to look at is from the beginning, it was always like, oh, my mom or my aunt or somebody inviting their friends from school or work. But now it has become such, really, I hate to even say it, I don't like to say big deal, but a big deal to the fact that there's so many people in the group that it's being shared all over with strangers and people I don't even know that who are requesting to be a member. There's no mutual friends that I know. So I know it's reaching people.
That's right.
I've had people from Florida all over. And I just last month made our first Instagram account for Do the Loving Thing.
Oh, good.
But
so
everything is primarily, yep, they can find us there, but it's primarily through Facebook. I have a website created, but I'm waiting for someone to help me make that go live.
Okay. Well, we'll be watching for that. Well, hey, Aleah, we're almost out of time, so I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I appreciate you taking the time out to speak with me and to share the work that you do.
Thank you.
If you have any questions or comments or would like to know more about the guests on our show, or for more information about Hello Gorgeous, feel free to contact me at kbecker@hellogorgeous.org or visit our website at www.hellogorgeous.org. We invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or download our mobile app. Thank you for joining me today on Hello Gorgeous, everything beauty, cancer, and inspiration. I'm your host, Kim Becker. And until next time, stay gorgeous.